We are seeing in Tamil Nadu the possibility of strong regional disparities or sub-regional disparities. Yes. Southern Tamil Nadu is where AIDMK hopes to do well. You've got the regions which were affected by floods, Viluppuram, Kanchipuram, Chennai, Kadalur, where the DMK hopes to make gains. Kaveri Delta, where again DMK hopes to make gains. We are going to see a mirror cracked. Manisha, you are seeing in state after state, it's particularly in these close-run states, sub-regional disparities. We saw it in Maharashtra in the last election. We're now seeing it possibly in Tamil Nadu, even though these are very, very, this is just the first trend I'm picking up.
The only caveat to the sub-regionalism in Tamil Nadu being that once there is the decision to vote one in, there are and wave-like conditions do build up, and those are the conditions under which the AIDMK is defeated. And I would say, apart from the floods, farm distress is a pan-state condition. It's a rural condition. So I would say the rural versus urban, the limiting of these Dravidian parties to the urban and the middle classes, that's going to perhaps be a factor that the AIDMK needs to be wary of, that could build up into an anti-Jayalalitha factor if the AIDMK or not.
Well, as I said, I don't want to make any large predictions today based on these early trends. We've been once bitten, twice shy on more than one occasion. So we're going to be very careful. But trends that are emerging for Kerala now, 10 trends, 4, 5, not surprising. Remember, this is always a state which is tightly run. Last time, as Sudhir was pointing out, it was literally a T20 that went to the last over. It could go to the last over, possibly even this time. But it is a close run race in Kerala in the postal ballots at the moment. Assam still to open its account, and we are waiting to see what happens in Assam, because that is a state which could have national implications. In Tamil Nadu, one lead from the Kaveri Delta, and that's coming to the BJP. And we are getting West Bengal at the moment, no leads at the moment that are clear and available. So Mamata Banerjee has to wait a bit. Revati Rajivan joining me from Thiruvananthapuram. Revati, is there a sense at the left and Congress headquarters that this could be a repeat of 2011 where it goes down to the wire, or are they hoping that one side pulls away early this time?
Well, Rajdeep, yes, here the initial trends show that the LDF is leading, whether the postal votes or the other votes that are being counted now. Election Commission has started putting out official results, and in most constituencies we see that the LDF is leading, but this is no indication of the final result, because we know that in Kerala different constituency works differently. For example, the Chief Minister's constituency, Puducherry, he's clearly leading there. But in Kollam constituency, where actor Mukesh is contesting with an LDF ticket, he is leading there. But the initial trend suggests that the LDF is leading in most of these constituencies, and party workers who are glued to their TV are quite happy and hope that this will continue. I have some people with me. Sir, initial trends LDF and
interrupt you. Revati, I'm going to interrupt you because I have to go to another guest in West Bengal in a moment. I will have to interrupt you because Shovan De, TMC, is joining me with Indrajit Kundu, because we are not getting any leads at the moment from Bengal. The first lead for Assam is coming from Upper Assam, and it's the Congress which is leading there. Shovan De of the TMC is joining me with Indrajit. Shovan De and Indrajit, give me a sense for the TMC. Are they completely seeing this as a washout election? They are confident of a victory. We're going to try and go to Kolkata in a moment, but as you can see, the first leads that are coming in from these states, the first one in Bengal is BJP lead. But remember, postal ballots at the moment, is there a BJP factor at all, Manini Chatterjee, in Bengal that we should be looking at as the day evolves? Like we will be in Kerala. Kerala will look at it closely. Is there one in Bengal as well?
Well, I think the conundrum in Bengal is how BJP did very well in 2014. Everybody thinks that the BJP is going to do much worse. They got almost 17%. They're lucky they're down to 10%. So where will that 6 to 8% go? I think a lot of calculations when people were saying that the Jot might do well, the left Congress, the calculation was statistically that the BJP voter who voted BJP, say in 2014, because there was a Modi wave, and the BJP kind of botched it up in the last 2 years. They didn't project any local leader. They took up issues like cow slaughter and all, which don't have a resonance in Bengal, even in the border areas. and they simply
So
couldn't take
unlike
off.
in Kerala, where the BJP seems to have done, Ashok, a much more calculated, their campaign in Kerala was far more organized, many say, than it was in Bengal. Would I be right very quickly?
Well, in Kerala, where they won 11% of the vote in 2014, they're hoping to retain much of that vote. In Bengal, they're going to lose at least half of that vote. In Bengal, the BJP did the opposite of what it did in Assam. Projecting a local leader, building a local coalition, local issues, not bringing in issues from Delhi.
Quickly, yes,
Tamil
Sandeep.
Nadu, both the leads for DMK are in the Kaveri Delta region, and one lead for the Anna DMK in North Central. So that's the trend you see in Tamil Nadu. In Kerala, there are 13 leads we are getting in now, 7 for the LDF. And in the Malabar region, I think the UDF also has started leading in a few seats. So it's
Just a bit of trivia, Rajiv. Banners saying Jayalalitha is winning have already been put up in Kanchipuram. Sweets are already been brought outside Poise
Already
Garden.
brought out?
Already brought out. I've got photographs of sweets outside Poise Garden.
So the Amma sweets have already started, but remember this is very early, only 3
Part of
leads
the
at the moment.
freebies.
It's 2-1. It's freebies. You can get free sweets if you are outside Poise Garden today. But let me go to Kolkata. Indrajit Kundu now with us. Indrajit, you have a TMC leader. Quickly give us an assessment that the TMC, I want a number from the TMC that I will hold them in the evening to.
there's no lead coming.
Well, absolutely. We are now joined by 6-time MLA, a party veteran, somebody who is with the party from the very beginning. Shobhandev Chatterjee, the chief whip of the Trinamool in the assembly. So what is your assessment? Some are giving you 180. We are giving you a clean sweep with more than 230. What is your number? Just give us a number.
Initially, I thought that I will be winning by 200 plus. But after considerate opinion, considerate calculation over the election, I thought that it will not be less than 1.
Is the Trinamool being a little conservative? Are you not hoping for a clean sweep, especially in South Bengal? Or you think that the alliance is going to have an impact, the left Congress alliance?
We will sweep in the South Bengal, of course, but in the North Bengal there are certain questions are there. So their result may not be good. But in South Bengal, the Trinamool Congress will sweep all over the districts.
How big a factor is the BJP? People are predicting that the BJP is going to open their account. Some are saying 5 seats, some are saying 10 seats. Do you really think that the BJP is a factor this time around in this election?
No, in this election, BJP is not a real factor because in the last parliament election, there was a big hope on the BJP leader Narendra Modi, and he has assured certain things to the people of India, but he failed that time. And people had understood that this is vague, he cannot do anything for the people of India. So the people of West Bengal are very cautious, conscious, and they are very much politicalized. So in this time,
I'm going to cut out of that at the moment because we are now getting leads thick and fast from across the states. The first lead in Assam is from Upper Assam, which the Congress is leading. In conventional wisdom, remember, these are postal ballots, but conventional wisdom is Upper Assam is where the BJP is going to make their big breakthrough in Assam in this election. So don't go too much by that first lead. West Bengal, 4 leads, Trinamool leading in 1, the BJP in 1, 3 for the Trinamool, 1 for the BJP. Tamil Nadu, the 3 leads, 1 for the AIDMK and 2 for the DMK. 19 leads in Kerala, the state that seems to be counting the fastest. That's the advantage of being India's first 100% literate state. You're moving faster than the others. Also smaller constituencies possibly, but the fact is that this is a state which is counting much faster than the other. Bad news for the, I know Manini is saying other channels are putting more seats for Bengal, but we are not going to put in artificial numbers as many channels are. These are authentic numbers. Number of numbers are being put in manually, and we are not going to do that in this election. Yes, Sandeep.
Again, in Kerala, we now have 20 leads.
Yes.
With 9 each to LDF and UDF, and the BJP leading in 1 seat.
Which is the seat where the BJP is leading, if you can give us a sense of that, because the BJP has not
It's in Travancore region.
the BJP's history in Kerala,
Travancore.
it hasn't won a seat in the past, never won a seat. So today, even if it wins 1 seat in Kerala, it will have planted the saffron flag in new territory.
Throughout their campaign, they were talking about 0 to 70.
Yes.
I mean, they're almost imagining it's a Yamaha bike which will go to 0 to 70 in 4 months.
No, that
It
is
doesn't
if you
happen.
spoke to Srishant. Srishant thought that an election is like bowling fast in a match.
Srishant is on record saying that he'll be the first MLA to play cricket for India, which is, well, going to be tight. But nevertheless, The
Both are
BJP
going
is
to be
bullying.
tight. Both are going to be tight. If you go by Srishant, then of course the BJP is doing very well in Kerala. But the very fact at the moment that they're even leading in one seat that they're registering is a significant growth for the BJP in the state of Kerala.
And that too,
LDF
the
is pulling
Travancore
out.
region. Remember?
It's O Rajgopal, who's always been a strong man for the
Okay.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, let me see Priyanka Chaturvedi and GBL Narasimha Rao are still with us to get their first reactions to what we are seeing. How important is that one lead also in Kerala, GBL, to the idea of the BJP breaking new ground? Is it important for you to break new ground?
Absolutely, Rajdeep. I think it's encouraging to see the BJP being able to translate its votes into seats, because BJP had never won a seat in the state of Kerala. We have won seats even in Tamil Nadu in alliance with regional parties in the past. So this will be a huge psychological victory, even if we get few numbers in the assembly there, because this is how we grew in Karnataka. I think from 0 to 4 to 20 to 60 to 110. This was the path, this was the growth path that we had taken in Kerala. We believe Kerala also in Karnataka. This is the same pattern that can repeat in Kerala. I think this is going to be very significant.
So you're seeing you have a 20-year plan, it appears, for Kerala. 20 years from now, if we are still there doing election counting, that's when you believe Kerala will be the new Karnataka for the BJP. Priyanka Chaturvedi,
much faster.
Priyanka Chaturvedi, at the moment there is an interesting story, and as I said, this is very early and I'm going to discount early trends completely, but the two seats I'm getting for Assam are both from Upper Assam, and it is the Congress which is leading in both at the moment. And you know, that is the only reason why you can smile today, otherwise it could be a very dismal day for the Congress if Assam doesn't go your way, because Kerala, clearly the left is building a lead.
Rajdeep, at the beginning of the show itself, I had mentioned this, that Kerala, like Bihar and Delhi, have defied exit polls, so will Assam. So as much as we might keep talking about BJP's resurgence and BJP doing well, I'm very surprised that even in Kerala, we are talking about that one seat for Kerala, for the Bharatiya Janata Party being some historical moment over and above whatever the results are showing. So having said that, we are pretty confident that we are going to defy the exit poll results. And like I said, we'll try and buck the trend even in Kerala.
Well, in Kerala, we are finding neck and neck as always. 11 plays 11 and 1 to the BJP.
In Kerala, if we are showing the UDF as having some seats, most of these seats are from the central region, the Cochin region.
Right.
In the Cochin region, all the leads that are coming are for the UDF.
All the leads that are coming in for the UDF. So the UDF doing strong in central Kerala.
With the Christian.
With the dominant Christian vote. In Malabar region, the LDF is making some kind of gains compared to 2011.
Sure.
And in the Trivandrum region, at the moment, it is presumably the left which is ahead of the UDF.
And that's also the region where BJP has opened its lead.
Where the BJP
opened its lead.
Is it Srishant's seat?
We are not able to get that detail.
O Rajgopal's seat is the one that they are traditionally. Yes, Sudhir.
In 2014, there are 4 assembly segments where the BJP actually led.
Yes.
And these are the 4 seats, including Trivandrum's Srishant's seat, which they are hoping to win.
Okay, so these are the 4 seats that they will be looking at closely in Kerala. But the stories that are developing, TMC building a clear lead, early 6 leads for the TMC, 1 for the BJP, and the leads that are coming for the TMC are coming both from South Bengal as well as from Kolkata. So in a sense, Mamta Banerjee perhaps this time could well be repeating what she did in 2011, Ashok. And this time could be an even bigger victory, because this time she's been in power and is now retaining power.
And she's fighting alone.
And she's fighting alone. Yes, that's right. Not with the Congress
South
this time.
Bengal has 216 of Bengal's 294 seats.
Yes.
These are seats, especially the 2 Parganas and Calcutta.
Yes.
These are districts where Mamta Banerjee won by huge margins last time. So even if her margins come down significantly, she's still ahead. She's still favored to win.
Yes.
In Tamil Nadu, all the 3 leads for the DMK are from the Kaveri Delta region.
Right.
Showing 3 leads, all 3 are in the Kaveri Delta.
All 3. In fact, we've got pictures of MK Stalin, the man who hopes to become, of course, if not the chief minister, then certainly the deputy chief minister, should the DMK come to power. He's arrived at the DMK headquarters where Sanket Upadhyay is tracking what's happening at the moment. Those pictures that are now going to come on your screen shortly is of Stalin, who's arrived at the DMK headquarters. Make sense of this for me, Surjit Bhalla,
Yeah.
that you've got a situation where you've got a 93-year-old leader who is fighting, and it's quite remarkable. His 14th consecutive election, he's never lost an election since 1957. He's the grand old man of Indian politics, along with the Prakash Singh Badal, M. Karunanidhi. His son is 62. He's the Amul baby. He's eternally, he's Prince Charles of India, waiting for when will my opportunity come, mera number kab aayega. Do you see this 1+4 formula even in Tamil Nadu? Even if Karunanidhi becomes chief minister, if the DMK were to win, Stalin has to take
very
over.
plausible, very plausible, and it actually fits the old man getting his due.
Should Stalin have been projected? You went to Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Do you get a sense that maybe a younger leader helps, or do you need the father figure to hold the party together, to hold the old voters together?
My reading of Tamil Nadu was you needed very much Karunanidhi to be the face of the campaign.
You
Absolutely.
needed Karunanidhi.
I think you would have lost more or gained less if
because this
Stalin
is
had
debatable.
been
There is a view within in Tamil Nadu that you also heard that maybe you should have gone with Stalin in this election. It's a new Stalin.
But Stalin
He's on Twitter. Stalin is on Twitter. He's wearing kids. He was wearing track pants. This is not the Stalin
But
that I
Stalin
saw
has
10
been
years
the
ago.
face of the campaign completely, and his Twitter share, if you just, you talk of vote share, if you look at Twitter share, he has some 77,000 followers. The AIDMK party has only 20,000 followers, so he has been very active on the social media. And Karunanidhi wants to hit a sixer. He wants to become the chief minister for the 6th time.
It's
Very
as
clear.
simple as that.
It's as
He's
simple.
also looking at a statistical milestone.
Tamil Nadu maximum.
There is one more factor.
Yes.
I think the unity within the DMK has a lot to do with the fact that Karunanidhi still leads the party.
The family.
The
party and the family.
I think
And the family.
if Stalin were to be projected, the unity within the DMK would have been a little more of a challenge.
We're trying to still play those pictures of Stalin who's coming into the DMK headquarters, because I'm looking at him as an interesting figure. He's been mayor of Chennai. He's had administrative responsibilities. He's not Rahul Gandhi, who hasn't taken administrative responsibilities, and yet even at the age of 62, he still has to wait his turn.
Mainly, Rajdeep, because if he makes
That's the Indian tradition.
if he makes Stalin the chief ministerial candidate, it may not create problems within the DMK party, but it will create problems for Karunanidhi
family.
inside his kitchen. Simple.
So what does that mean? That means this great Dravida party at the end of the day has become little more than a family firm.
It always was.
Was it was
Very originally, yes. The DK
Nobody was under any misconception there was anything more than a family firm.
Yeah.
And
Okay, it's
you
like the
can't say
Akalis.
that about ADMK because that's a one-person firm.
At the moment, 7 leads coming in from Tamil Nadu. We are looking at it, we are talking about Stalin and we are talking about Karunanidhi. It is that the early leads are with the DMK, postal ballots. Kaveri Delta is where the DMK this time is making gains.
Yes.
And this was last time, if I remember rightly, Jayalalitha was doing well in the
Jayalalitha
Kaveri.
did very well both in South Tamil Nadu and Western Tamil Nadu.
That's
Western
right.
Tamil Nadu is the AIDMK bastion. It will be interesting to see how the DMK fares there, because that's the industrial belt of Tamil Nadu, the Tirupur, the Coimbatore. How they react in the elections, that's going to be
There is
exciting.
also another factor, Sudhir, which is the PMK factor. Ramadas ran a very aggressive campaign. Who can he damage in this election? We will be looking at that also very closely. Which area, who can he damage in the 1 year belt?
See, his stronghold is in the 1 year belt, the northern part of Tamil Nadu. That's where, and it polled 85% in his constituency, 85% polling the highest in the state. And that's where he would expect to do well. He would actually obviously eat into the youth vote of both the both the DMK as well as the AIDMK, but yes, the youth vote which he will be targeting is what he will be looking at.
The youth vote is what he'll be looking at. Those are the pictures coming in from the DMK headquarters. It's interesting, there seems to be more action at the moment at the DMK headquarters than the AIDMK headquarters in Poise Garden. Of course, these are very early trends.
But remember, sweets were distributed.
The sweets have been distributed at Poise Garden, but the flags have come out at the DMK headquarters. Yes, Sandeep.
In fact, in Kerala, we now have as many as 49 trends coming in, 49
Right.
constituencies. And LDF is clearly ahead, 26 seats. It's interesting, I think a large number of independents seem to be having early leads.
Right.
Because our data shows that there are 5 others.
Yeah, we had
in the
also
lead.
shown, even in the exit
the
poll, we had shown 3
independents
to
seem
7.
to be doing well. in
These
this.
are independents are presumably rebels largely, Sudhir?
Mostly rebels, because there are no other fronts really apart from the UDF
No, so
and
it's
the LDF.
26 for LDF and how many for
17
UDF?
for the
17
UDF.
for the UDF.
26 is playing 17 at the moment. Some
That's
trend.
it.
The BJP now making its gains in Assam. We are getting now leads for 5 in Assam at the moment. Assam is the one which we are going to be looking at very closely. Look at Lower Assam. at Lower Assam, the BJP is leading in 2. Interesting, there was a thought that the BJP could benefit from a split Muslim vote in Lower Assam. In Upper Assam, on the other hand, which is, of course, where the BJP hopes to do very well, the numbers that I'm getting at the moment are that in Upper Assam, Congress leading in 2 and the BJP now in 2. But clearly, this is going to be a tight race in Assam at the moment. The BJP now has reason to smile about what's happening in Assam. GVL Narasimha Rao, you've been a cephalogist. What is your number for Assam? Because numbers have varied for the 126-member Assam Assembly from your party, along with allies getting 80 to 90 to 50 to 60. Are you looking at the range 80 to 90? You ended up with about 75 in the Lok Sabha elections, if you look at assembly-wise segments.
Rajdeep, let me first congratulate you what you have on the screen. If numbers continue the way they are, I think you seem to be very close to the exit poll projections in all the states. At least that's the sense I get. But certainly we expect to form a government in Assam. I think I do not want to venture any projections as of now. We have a pre-poll alliance, and this alliance will certainly get a majority. That's what we are hoping for. Because there are about 33 seats in Lower Assam, which are dominated by largely illegal immigrants. I think these are seats which are, so we are primarily, I think we are out of contest in about 25-30 seats. But certainly among the seats that we are contesting, we hope to win more than 2/3. So certainly
you're not relying on the Assam Gana Parishad and the Bodoland People Front? That no, the BJP believes that it can win, that it can get a majority on its own. The reason I'm asking you this is because that will give a stability to your alliance. No, because otherwise you are in a situation where you will need these smaller parties. No, and they will bargain hard.
No, Rajdeep, I think we have coalition governments running in a number of states and even at the center. Right. And I do not believe we have had a problem running any coalition in the past. Certainly we went into elections in a pre-poll coalition, and it will be a coalition government that will be formed irrespective of the numbers that we get. Okay. So certainly we are hoping to get close to the halfway mark, but the alliance together will get certainly a significant majority.
We've got pictures of your chief ministerial candidate Sarbananda Sonowal. He's there he's praying there. He's known to be a man who believes in God and the divinity. Was with the Assam Gana Parishad till 2011. So he's switched sides. And in Olympic year, he's chosen, rather than be sports minister, he wants to be the chief minister of Assam. Yes, Sandeep, you've got more details.
Kerala is coming up with very interesting trends. We have trends in nearly half the seats, and in all the 3 regions, the LDF has an advantage over the UDF in all the 3 regions. So it's interesting also that a significant chunk of independents seem to be leading in the Malabar region. Right. The Malabar region is throwing up a lot of independent
I'm also seeing now the trend, the 2 states that we can almost clearly predict a very clear trend. One is Bengal and one is Kerala. In Bengal, it's 11-2 and the leads are coming from across Bengal. Manini Chatterjee is looking worried because I don't know what Mamata Banerjee is going to do about Avik Sarkar and Telegraph come tomorrow. Many said this battle, I mean, I'm sorry to put it this way, was that it was seen that the media by and large was against Mamata Banerjee, particularly the ABP group. Do you sense that Mamata Banerjee is someone who is someone who's had to fight the entire system? She's got every party against her. She's got the media against her, the intelligentsia against her. And therefore, much like Lalu in 1995, it's Mamata versus the rest. And she's trying to take advantage of that.
To give some perspective to this, what Mamata is reaping today is exactly how the left survived in Bengal. The media was always against the left. I mean, the Anand Bazar group wasn't exactly a pro-CPM outfit. Sure. But no,
it's always been anti-establishment. Point taken.
And the intelligentsia has always been anti-left. And yet the left survived for 34 years.
But the same intelligentsia became anti-Mamata 5 years later.
Exactly. But the point is, as long as Mamata has the rural poor with her, or the bulk of the poor with her, in India, that's what counts. The intelligentsia doesn't count and the media doesn't.
I just want to put some context, because the Congress will be very depressed. The left Congress will be very depressed with these numbers. At the moment, we are not getting any numbers from North Bengal, where the left Congress hopes to make gains. But across South Bengal, even in Kolkata, it's at the moment Mamta who's holding the edge. And I think we can safely say she seems to be heading towards a relatively convincing victory. Yes.
I just want to point out, and maybe this will continue throughout the day.
Yes.
Malini keeps bringing up that Mamta is winning because of the poor. And I want to take issue with that.
Yeah.
This is just being very unfair to Mamta and to the reality of the polling in West Bengal.
Rajdeep?
I completely agree with him, because you see the two Parganas, Hooghly, Kolkata, these are rich, relatively rich and prosperous regions of Bengal. She's winning big there as well.
But you know what, when I talk about the rural,
just a minute.
I mean, the middle class or upper middle class people like Dr. Bhalla and Mr. Malik and Marini Chatterjee are few and far between all over
But
India.
they are voting for Mamta.
Hold on. It is turning out to be a tough race in two states at the moment, Assam and Tamil Nadu. AIDMK 7-6 in Assam. In Tamil Nadu. In Assam, it's 4 of the BJP, 3 of the Congress. Yes.
Rajdeep, the point you are making, I think for the first time in the leads, the Anna DMK seems to be ahead of the DMK. And in Kerala, very clearly, I think the LDF is pushing forward. Of the 84 leads we are getting, in 37, they are ahead. So I think...
but it's still, hang on. Yeah. At the moment, if I look at the halfway mark, they are ahead in 38.
Yeah.
At the moment, they are not at the halfway mark. Because there are a lot of others. There are as many as 7 others, which is unique for Kerala, who are leading. The BJP is leading in 3. Yeah. So the BJP is picking up in the same seats as Sudhir mentioned, where they were leading in the Lok Sabha elections.
1 in Travancore, 2 in Travancore, 1 in Malabar.
Is where the BJP's leads are. Yes. I'm presuming Kasargod is the one seat that they were looking at. And they were also, and Manjeshwar was the other one that they were looking for at the moment. Let me go at the moment to Assam. I'm joined by Sarbananda Sonowal. He is, of course, the man of the moment for the BJP. Sarbananda Sonowal is the BJP's chief ministerial candidate. Sarbananda Sonowal, if you can hear me, I want to get a sense from you. From these early leads, can I say I am speaking to the next chief minister of Assam? Or are you worried still that this could be a tougher race than most exit polls have predicted?
আজি ঈশ্বৰৰ ওচৰত প্ৰাৰ্থনা জনালোঁ যাতে ঈশ্বৰে সকলোকে মংগল কৰক আৰু অসমৰ ৰাইজে ভবাৰ দৰে অসমৰ ভৱিষ্যত গঢ় লৈ উঠক আৰু নিশ্চিতভাৱে ভোট গণনা ভালদৰে হ'ব। অসমৰ ৰাইজে এইবাৰ ভাৰতীয় জনতা পাৰ্টীৰ লগতে মিত্ৰজোঁটক আকোৱালি লৈছে আৰু এই ফলাফলে কিছু সময়ৰ পাছত অসমৰ ৰাইজে জানিবলৈ সক্ষম।
Okay, that's Sarbananda Sonowal there, of course. I thought he was live. He's obviously not yet live. He's just giving a reaction, but he appears pretty confident. The numbers are suggesting a tighter race than most exit polls have predicted. And that is the state, along with Tamil Nadu, where it's now 7-all, which could really result in a T20 kind of result, which goes to the wire. That's the state that we are looking at very closely, these two states of Tamil Nadu and Assam. It's a landslide in Bengal. 23 out of 27 at the moment to Mamta Banerjee. Unless something dramatic happens, we can say that Mamta seems to be heading to a victory. Kerala, early advantage clearly to the left. Whether the left will actually get the kind of numbers that our exit poll has predicted, we'll see. But the left has the early advantage in the states. The two states of Tamil Nadu, though, and Assam are the ones which could go either way. And those are the states that we will be looking for at very, very closely. I'm going to take a quick, short 1-minute commercial break just to give ourselves a breather to digest what we have just said, and then come back with much more. Priyanka Chaturvedi and GVL Narasimha Rao, both of you have reason to smile, because Priyanka Chaturvedi, Congress not yet down and out, and GVL Narasimha Rao, I think you might well see a chief minister in Assam if all goes well for you. Confident, am I right? I can call you in a couple of hours and announce.
I'll be back with you around 11. We certainly expect a BJP-led coalition government in Assam.
Okay, BJP-led coalition government in Assam is what you're saying. Thanks very much for joining us this morning. Let me take that break. Come back to you at 9 a.m. precisely with all the leads. This is turning out to be a fascinating election. It's going to keep us on our edge, particularly Tamil Nadu, where at the moment AIDMK on postal ballots is ahead 10-7. Back in a moment.